Hello. I'm going to make a dragon. So, I was going to show you how I do it. First of all, I asked the people that delivered our beds the other day to...
Is there no more
crap,
box?
I'm doing a show.
You're vlogging.
Oh my God. This is the problem with vlogging being a... I was going to wait till the children left the house to start this, but, you know. But anyway, I asked the people that delivered the beds the other day to save us the boxes and the styrofoam. So, anyway, I was going to show it to you. Do you see it? Alright. That is the styrofoam and the boxes. Okay, so I'm about to make a dragon, so I need to get something that kind of resembles the dragon's head, which is, I think, that. Okay, and I've got two of those. So I need this one and that. You see it? I got these two right here to go in for my dragon, and then I was thinking about getting something kind of like a base for like a neck, but it may end up being a PVC pipe. So let's just go ahead first and we'll work on the head. This is what happens when you live in a small house and you have things to do. I have Vacation Bible School on the table right now, so we're going to have to put up Vacation Bible School all back in this box, this thing here. Although what I'm seeing for this later on in the winter time is a nutcracker, so keep that in mind, okay? Always have your eye open for possibilities of what other things can be eventually. So anyway, so we're having to put Vacation Bible School up off the table so that we can spread out our dinosaur, what is that thing? The dragon project. We went out to the building and I just went through there and I found all kinds of stuff that I thought we might use for the dragon. Number one being this sheet here, because the dragon is about this color. And if you get something that's about the color, then you have your base color. And if we have to paint, then that means all we have to do is kind of like roll over a color. And we won't have to like do the whole thing a certain color. We can just kind of use this as like a base. Okay, so that's just an old sheet I found. And then I found this here. I have some felt, where I have no idea of reason. Well, I kind of do remember why. I think I was going to use it to stick things to, because it's, you know, like Velcro projects. I never did that. And then this here, that's for my kids' t-shirt blanket quilt that went on forever and ever and a day. So you don't want to be a part of that. You don't ever want me to try to teach you to make a t-shirt quilt. It turned out miserably. I mean, I could show you what to do and then maybe yours won't, but mine did. So anyway, we're going to clean off the table, get us a work area, and then we'll be back. Hey again. Okay. So while you were away, I sculpted some of this here styrofoam. I was gonna let you see it. I don't know how to switch this thing. My cameraman's eating her supper. So anyway, I'm just gonna show it to you real quick. I sculpted this here and this here into the shapes I feel like I need. Like, you see that? That to me looked like the top of the dragon's mouth. This to me looked like the dragon's shape of his head. And then this is going to be the bottom part of the dragon's mouth that goes here. Do you see that? It will go like that. And then this head will go there. So I'm about to tape it all together. And then I just didn't want you to see, like, me come back and then have stuff done and you wonder how the crap I did it. Anyway, so that's why I'm telling you right now. But I got to finish working, because do you see this mess? It flies all over the house. I'll be finding this stuff for 3 months. Okay. Okay, so my daughter's done eating, and now we are going to finish sculpting this thing out. I was going to have to add a little bit to his bottom jawline. This is his... This is what we did while she was eating. Well, then she got up and helped. So, anyway, I taped this to this. That looks like the top of the dragon's head. Then I cut this to this size here. I got here so that he's got a, like this. But I've got to add a little bit at the bottom because he goes a little, got a bit of a double chin. So we got to add a little bit for that pouchy looking thing there. And this to me kind of looked like it in its own little way. So we're going to add this to it here and just round it off. So in order to round it off, that just basically means doing it like that. And then back up again over here. And let me square it off too. Square it off, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it's a good thing I work alone since I have my own vocabulary here. Maybe eventually, like if you get some help here, then maybe you could just kind of learn how I talk. And then, you know, eventually it might make sense to you is what I'm saying. Alright, so it's a little too wide. So I'm cutting that off there. Uh-oh, it's a little too not even, so I'm going to cut that there. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to put this here on the bottom side of the dragon thing, and I'm going to give him that double chin that he so desperately needs. Not to attract a woman at all. But he does need to look like the character he looks. My husband is trying to watch television. But again, I mean, I'm a real woman here in a real house in a real America. I'm not no housewife you see on television that chases around the pool boy all day. So this is real life, okay? This is how it really goes down. You really have to disturb your entire family to do something. You really have a husband that's trying to watch television while you're filming your little segment here. You really make a freaking mess that you really have to freaking clean up your freaking self. Okay, so anyway, so now I've made this part and this part. So now we need to join them, marry them together. I'm cutting out scales right now. These things right here out of my burgundy fabric. What I do is I've just been taking about like this, kind of eyeballing it because that's how I do everything.
I thought that Felicia was doing the scales.
No, she's doing the pointy things on the back.
Okay. Continue.
So I just take like this. Crap. So about like this, and then I've been folding it to try to get the job done quicker. And cut it off here, and then I've been making like just, you can see there, I've just been making scale after scale after scale. Because in a minute we're going to start scaling our dragon. I want to call him a dinosaur so bad. I don't even know why. But anyway, so this is how you do it. You just make them kind of like any old size will do, just different sizes because they're going to be going in different spots and you're going to have to put them in different areas and stuff. So I just kind of tops don't freak matter.
I didn't even touch nothing.
Until it went out having a studio like Paula Dean. No, she don't have nothing even now. I'm going to have me, I don't know what I'm going to have. Anyway, my husband ain't going to be here. And I'm going to have a real camera person. And all these interruptions will not be taking place. And you won't think I'm quite as ADD and distracted as I am.
You should like have a tripod
But I am.
to put things on. You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking to me or to people?
You.
Oh.
I'm going to cut this out and be
Oh,
talking
okay.
to you.
Yeah. I should have a
Yeah, you
tripod.
would get a tripod. You wouldn't have a real cameraman.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I need.
Okay, continue.
Alrighty then. But anyway, so that's what I did. Show 'em. I just been cutting all these scales out. And I'll stop here and see how much I need. I'm going to need probably 3 times this many. But for right now, I'm just going to stop because I like to do things different. I like to do things different, change it up. Because if I don't, my hand goes in one direction too long, it gets tired. Oh, hey. I was scaling him. I've got all these that we cut out earlier. I'm layering them onto him like this here. And then as I layer them down, I'm going back through with pins. You could do this probably with hot glue, but hot glue does not work the best on styrofoam. And so that's why I try not to use too much hot glue until I've got actually a good layer of felt on. That way I can be gluing to felt instead of gluing to the styrofoam. So, but anyway, so what I do is I've lost, I don't know how many pins through here, but I just keep going through like this, placing them down, just kind of like shingling a roof. I'm sure we've all shingled a roof, right? And so, you just go through and put them in like that and just keep them secure, and basically just keep doing this over and over and over and over again until you get him covered. And then once you get him covered, then it's time to, you know, do different things. But for now, I mean, there's no way you'd want to sit here and watch me do this for 2 hours. But this is basically what I'm going to be doing, is just over and over and over this exact same thing until he's covered in these scales. And that's what I call scaling him. But anyway, I'll check back with me in a little bit and we'll see how far we've gotten.
All right, action.
Hello. Okay, so the last time we talked, we were scaling the dragon. And so we've got him scaled now, all the way down with the felt that we had. And so we took the shape that we had and we put the scales all over it, just layer after layer after layer. I put a horn here, same kind of thing, where just stuck something the shape of it and then just scaled around it. The teeth, I didn't get to use the foam because they were too thick, so I took a piece of paper like this, and it's not really too hard or too soft. I was able to cut it. I cut it into little triangles, and I just added some teeth in there. And it is a little bit orange because this wasn't exactly the color I needed, and I just brushed over it for color. And then we went outside and got one of these out of the building, not cats, but these. And it's just a fruit can with concrete in it and a PVC pipe. And I'm hollowing out here a hole, and I'm going to place him here on top of it so that this can be this will be my neck to my fella, and it'll come down like this. I'll just have to kind of build it up with, I've got cups and stuff in there, paper cups. I'll just build him up a neck, and then I'll scale his neck, and then he'll be sitting in a sandcastle. And so basically what I'll be doing until I see you again is scaling him a neck. Hello. Hey, okay, well, I'm back with the dragon, and we are done shingling him as much as we believe is going to be needed for him. About to this point here, he will be covered in the sandcastle. The sandcastle will be this here paper. I've had this paper for a couple of years now. My husband's aunt gets this for me. She owns a fabric store that they cut cloth. So they're able to get this type of hard paper for me, and it's very, very handy in all kinds of different things. Painting backdrops on, what we're doing now with it, making this castle out of it. But I just scalloped the top of the castle here, and tomorrow when I get with my friend that I'm working on this project with, we'll put the dinosaur dragon in the castle, and he'll be in a grocery buggy because the buggy rolls. So this will be the right size tomorrow. And we'll have to paint on the paper there to make it look like sand. It's a good back color for the sand. And then we have little turret things here for the castle. We'll just kind of glue those onto the sides. And then we also have these that we made out. All this is made out of that same paper. It's just hard. I don't even know what to call it. It's some kind of tracing paper or something like that. But anyway, we'll just have a bunch of this stuff for our sandcastle. We'll just put it all together on that thing tomorrow when we have the buggy to attach it all to. But as far as the dragon goes, I've got to finish up with his teeth on this side. If you'll see the teeth,
Yeah, right.
We got to finish up on the teeth. And I used an orange T-shirt and put the Velcro. Yeah, it was yours. And used the Velcro, not the Velcro, the felt. I cut stripes out of it and put it on top of the orange T-shirt for his stripes. And then we used a little bit of paint and went over and to try to get the right color. It's not the right color, but it's close enough. My friend has her little students working on triangles for his back, because the back of the dragon goes down and there's like little triangles across the back. I'll show you a picture of the cover